Well, welcome back to the Prospect Hut. Hopefully you like this video and hit that subscribe button. I'm going to have a message at the end of this video. I know people watched it before, but it's very important. I'm on Substack, on Facebook. I need you to subscribe to Substack. Got 11 subscribers. I'm very happy about that. And I have over 1,600 followers on Facebook. Be another one. And all you boomers out there that watch these videos, you can watch more of my stuff on there. But here we have from the Mets minor league system. We had a big week with one of the youngest prospects the Mets have in their system. That's Elian Pena. And Mets Rise covers this. Elian Pena breaks out with huge week. Huge week. Top international prospect Elian Pena had a monster week at the plate for the Mets Orange squad in the Dominican Summer League. Pena went 5 for 11 in 4 games with 3 home runs, 8 RBIs, 5 walks, and 7 runs. All 3 of his home runs occurred in the same game. After a dreadful start to his pro career, the highly talented prospect now owns a 744 OPS. Got off to a rough start. He was 0 for 22 to start his career. Not very good. Across the rest of the farm, things are looking up for several other players, including a top pitching prospect who delivered one of his best starts of the season. Alright, in AAA, while they struggled for much of June, the Syracuse Mets ended the month on a strong note by taking 5 of 6 games in their series against the Rochester Red Wings. It wasn't a particularly close series, with Syracuse outscoring Rochester 41-17. Mets are now 5-1 to begin the second half of the season and 36-45 overall. Newly picked up Pablo Reyes had an excellent week at the plate, tying for the team lead with 2 home runs and recording the most RBIs in the team with 6. He went 6 for 17 and also added a triple and 2 stolen bases to the ledger. Reyes spent last year in the Mets organization but began this year with the Yankees. Drew Gilbert also recorded 2 home runs in one of his best series of the season. Gilbert finished 7 for 23 with a double in addition to the 2 home runs. Gilbert has struggled this season but just improved his OPS to 701, so this is a big development. Francisco Alvarez made an impact in his first week back in Syracuse, recording 2 home runs and a double. He also drove in 5 runs in 16 at-bats. Alvarez will hope to regain his offensive prowess in AAA before he rejoined the big league club for an important second half of the season. Now, the word is that he's gone back to his old stance, which is good. There was no reason to change. I don't know why he did that. Brandon Sproat delivered arguably the best start of his season, tossing 6 scoreless innings with 2 hits and 3 walks allowed in addition to 6 strikeouts. He has had an up and down year, and his ERA now sits at 5.43. McLean delivered yet another quality start for Syracuse, allowing 2 runs over 6 innings. McLean allowed 4 hits and 3 walks and struck out 4. McLean now has a 2.72 ERA at AAA and a 2.25 ERA overall on the season. He could be at the majors very soon. AA Binghamton. The Rome Ponies won their series against the Portland Sea Dogs, taking 4 games and losing 2. The series was very low scoring, with Binghamton outscoring Portland 17-12 in the 6 games. The Rome Ponies are 4-2 in the second half and 49-24 overall. And they're going to get better. They're going to have a better record because the guys are coming up from the very dominant Brooklyn team. Jacob Reimer had a solid first week in AA, recording a home run and pacing the team with 6 RBIs. His home run was his first and only extra base hit, but he went 5 for 20 and is looking to carry over his strong first half of the season in Brooklyn. His cumulative OPS is 874. Carson Bench had a similarly good first week in Binghamton, going 4 for 16 with a double, an RBI, 5 walks, and 2 stolen bases. Bench now has an OPS of 887 for the season. Jonah Tong delivered another fantastic start, allowing 1 run over 6 innings and striking out 8. He allowed 3 hits and 3 walks in his outing. Tong now has a 1.73 ERA for the season and 115 strikeouts in 73 innings. He should be in Syracuse any day now. He's going to be very soon. Joanda Suarez had a similarly great start, allowing a run over 6 innings while striking out 8. Suarez hasn't had the kind of season Tong has had, but he's lowered his ERA in AA to 3.72 over 11 outings. Zach Thornton tossed 5 innings in his start, allowing just an unearned run on 5 hits and 4 strikeouts. He's a lefty, by the way. Thornton now has a 2.60 ERA in Binghamton and a 1.98 ERA for the season. In High A Brooklyn, The Cyclones had an impressive finish to June, taking 5 of 6 in their series against the Jersey Shore Blue Claws. Brooklyn outscored Jersey Shore 32-18 over the series to improve to 7-2 in the second half and 55-32 overall. A.J. Ewan had a great week of the plate, going 7 for 19 with a double, a home run, 3 walks, and 3 stolen bases. After a slower start in Brooklyn following his promotion, Ewan is up to speed with an 820 OPS in High A. His season OPS is at 898. He has 50 stolen bases. Chris Swallow had another strong week for Brooklyn, going 6 for 19 with a double and a home run, 4 walks, and 3 stolen bases. He also scored a whopping 7 hits, 2 more than anyone else on the team. Swallow now has his OPS for the season up to 870, and he has a 1237 OPS over his last 11 games. Jesus Baez also impressed, going 4 for 16 with a home run, 4 walks, and a stolen base. Baez is now up to a 759 OPS on the year. R.J. Gordon delivered a gem for the Cyclones, tossing 6 innings and allowing just an unearned run of 6 strikeouts. Gordon has been an under-the-radar pitcher in the Mets system this year, but he's been fantastic with a 2.78, 7.4 ERA. He was drafted last season, and I'll have a lot of stuff on the draft across all the channels over the next 2 weeks. Will Watson also looked great, allowing a run over 5 innings with 4 strikeouts. Like Gordon, Watson is a name many people likely don't know, the pitcher that they drafted last year. But he now has an ERA of 3.12 this year, including a 1.96 ERA in 4 appearances with Brooklyn. Jonathan Santucci is keeping his positive momentum going with another strong start. He allowed 3 earned runs over 5 1/3 innings while striking out 8. After his atrocious start to the year, Santucci now has a 3.79 ERA. That's a very good development. He's the Mets' best lefty in the system. And Thornton's probably number 2. The St. Lucie Mets split their series with the Jupiter Hammerheads, with each team taking 3 games. Jupiter won the score differential game, outscoring St. Lucie 25-15, aided by a 13-1 victory in the series finale. Mets are now 6-3 in the second half of the season and 40-34 overall. Our hero Sabas shined at the plate, going 5 for 16 with a home run, 5 walks, and a stolen base. Sabas has been solid for St. Lucie this year, now owning a 763 OPS. Trace Wilhoit also looked good. Continuing his impressive season, Wilhoit went 6 for 21 with a home run, also adding 3 walks, 2 stolen bases, and team lead 5 runs scored. Wilhoit's OPS for the season is at 829. Simon Wine, who has mostly struggled, had a better week at the plate. Wine went 4 for 15 with 2 doubles, also adding 3 walks and leading the team with 3 RBIs. Wine now has a 622 OPS for the year. Walton Aracena didn't start, but he delivered the best outing of any St. Lucie pitcher in the series. In one appearance out of the bullpen, Aracena tossed 5 2/3 innings, scoreless, and with 8 strikeouts. Aracena has been excellent lately, recording a 0.93 ERA over his last 6 appearances and a 0.45 ERA over his last 4. For the season, his ERA is 2.56. Frank Alsalt had the best start of the week, throwing 5 1/3 scoreless innings while striking out 2. He allowed just 3 hits and no walks. Alsalt has been great for St. Lucie, owning a 3.13 ERA over 15 appearances. Channing Austin also had a great start. He only went 4 innings and allowed a run, but he struck out 9 batters in the effort. Austin now owns a 4.31 ERA on the season. The Florida Complex League Mets went 1-3 this past week, worsening their record on the year to 14-24. They remain in last place in the Florida Complex League East Division. Catcher Julio Zayas had a good week at the plate, going 5 for 10 with 2 doubles and 3 RBIs. 19-year-old has a 739 OPS on the year. On the mound, Jonathan Jimenez played well with a start of 4 shutout innings. The 21-year-old Jimenez has mostly struggled this year, owning a 5.26 ERA. DSL Mets Orange went 2-3 this past week, putting their record at 12-8. DSL Mets went 4-2 there, best stretch of the season yet. That puts them at 9-12. In addition to what Elian Pena did for the DSL Mets Orange squad, pitcher Osiris Calvo, what a great name, had an excellent week on the mound. Calvo tossed 9 shutout innings with 12 strikeouts over 2 appearances and 19 2/3 innings. on the year. He owns a 0.92 ERA. Excuse me. What the hell? They wrote this wrong. Yeah, 0.92 ERA. Excuse me. The DSL Mets Blue squad, Junior Amparo, is crushing it. This past week he went 7 for 10 with 2 doubles, a home run, and a walk. The season he has an OPS of 13.16. 13.6, that's pretty good. Say good, I think that's good. Abner Meza had a brilliant week on the mound, posting 6 scoreless innings across 2 appearances for the season. He has a 1.76 ERA in 15 1/3 innings. So this is a interesting week for the Mets farm system. You run down a couple of things. The organizational leaders, A.J. Ewan is hitting 325. A.J. Ewan's all over the map on this. A.J. Ewan has an OPS of 898. Ryan Clifford has 13 home runs. A.J. Ewan has 50 stolen bases. On the pitching side, Jonah Tom, 1.73 ERA, 115 strikeouts. The whip, walks and hits per 9 innings. Zach Thornton at 0.812. The players of the week was obviously Elian Pena with the 3 home runs, and Brandon Sproat with the good performance in AAA. So, thank you for watching this video. Please stick around for the back end of this video. It's very important. You need to follow me on Facebook, and of course, subscribe to me on Substack. You get some different things on those different accounts, and hopefully you like it. And when you go, and thank you for watching. Enjoy, and I'll see you later.